don't appear. It's like you're not here, it's cause it's not in the rear. 20 fucking years, not even knowing why I'm here. A gang of tattoos, I can't define the word to manipulate. Yo, what's good, people? We back, man. We back, had to come through. You know, because I want to talk about a couple things. You know, I wake up every day. I don't know when it changed. I don't know who changed it. But waking up every day, it's the culture's in your blood. So you check on the culture. The number one story should never be about a man sleeping with another man or a man doing ambitious activities. If that's the number one story in your culture is pitiful. Your culture is sad and nasty and demonic. You get what I'm saying? So when I go through this, I'm not castigating no group. Nah, I'm not shaming nobody or judging nobody. But what we doing is trying to live in a world that can continue from now to the year 3000, right? Because right now it's looking like the world gonna be over in like 2038. Cause it ain't gonna go long like this. The people that need to take responsibility are these people that work at these tech companies, that work at the social media companies, that control algorithms. I remember when what's his name was up there at the Senate hearing talking about algorithms. Had a whole meeting and hearing about algorithms. What are they going to do about this hip hop algorithm? When are they going to feature the best music? When are they going to feature new great music? Oh, that only comes in between the Nambler post. That only comes in between the rumors about men. That's how you can tell who got control. That's how you can tell who got the rock. Because trust me, whatever it is, the people in charge, they don't care. They want to see the culture demise. So, but let me tell you, if it's about making money, you will make way more money talking about the artists and their music than talking about the quote unquote artists in their sex capades. They are using the internet as a stage to promote this nastiness. You know what I'm saying? They're not using it to promote music. Music is taking a backseat. Music is worthless now, right? Music is worthless. It's beyond. Music is free now, right? Or you got to pay for the subscription. The music is free. So with the music being free, how else do you provide value? You don't provide value by your mind, other material, other products that you can put out. No, they want the value of how can we sexualize you and put you on a whole stroll. That's how you provide value. So you can take that value and go and sell your products. Go sell your t-shirts based off of the value that you have built up off of the whole stroll. Not your music. That's free. So until that equation has been corrected, hip hop is dead. Hip hop is completely dead. Until that equation is corrected, you get what I'm saying? This ain't new artists or the artist that's on top right now doing anything. No, I wish they need people to say the same thing because people aren't listening to your music. You're going to the studio for free. Studio time should be cheap as hell. Studio time should be about $4 an hour. Then that's what these. It would be based off of the music, but that's where these sexcapades are going down at. So that's where the value for you, how much you charge in the studio, comes from. It comes from the sexcapades that go down in the studio in room B, right? They don't. It's not about the classic albums the studio has produced. You go platinum based off of how many um how much nastiness you can influence other the in a generation to do. Not about your music. So I'm sorry if I don't, you know, you get what I'm saying? So it's real hard. It's real hard, and because it's a couple of things that go on here. One thing, right? There's it's like because for a long time, I would say for about 5 years now, my interest in male rapping and men rapping has gone down so tremendously low. There are a handful of rappers where I will check their music and want to check their new music because of these stunts that are put up. You know what I'm saying? Female rappers is only a handful also, but I can tolerate it more because women. That's Eve. That come from the seed of Eve, and we know what Eve was about. Eve was walking around naked, was trying to lure men in. So we know like that type of music. I can what I'm saying, I can tolerate that for longer before I scroll. You know, and they gotta be like real. It can't just be old people that that has that adds integrity to hip hop music because they want hip hop dead. Like they want you to believe hip hop was created so you could dance. That's what they want you to believe. They wanted to believe hip hop music was dance music. Like, oh man, it was about dancing and breaking and b-boying. Like, no, no, no. It was created because you killed Martin Luther King. When I was just trying to dance, you killed our leaders. So you killed Malcolm X when we were just trying to dance. We were just trying to groove. Then now we don't want to just groove. Now we want the real. That's why hip hop was created. So it's like this country got to get it straight. They got to get it straight because this is not a new problem. This is not a new issue but these Nambler stunts, these black Nambler stunts. Oh, this rapper said he was gay. This rapper was gay. I don't want to talk about none of that. I don't want to give light to none of that. If you was a gay dog, you was gay. You know what I'm saying? That's what you was doing when you was over when you was you know what I'm saying? Not you didn't. That's not how you became who you are. That's not where your money came from. That's not where your fans came from. So why are you talking about it? You're talking about it because there's an agenda. You're talking about it because nobody cared about that to make you, but they care about that because you have nothing else to provide. So we're going to make money based off of your sexcapades with men. And that's what's scary about it, you know? That's what's scary about it. It's like you rapping, you rapping, and but the people that you rapping for that's cutting your checks, they're like, hey, hey, that rhyme scheme, that was really dope, man. But you don't think you want to get in the bathtub with this other man naked? I think that will really increase your value on the market out here. when Tupac came out of jail, what what do you think? What do you think? The people that told him, "Yo, I got this bag for you. If you get into a bathtub naked and put jewelry over your body, put gold over your body. If you get in there naked and let us film you, and you know what I'm saying, you get into a nice Cupid pose, and we take pictures of you, right? Okay, 'cause the women already loved Tupac, right? They already loved him. I don't think that picture made. I don't think that picture made women love him. That picture was done for the photographer studios to put that picture out of Tupac. Like, yo, we got Tupac naked in a bathtub. This is Tupac. Young, black, and rich, so they want to strip you naked. Do you know how much that is worth to the demons out there? And this demonic spirit, like, we got to be honest about something, right? With gay people, I suggest that you get it right, because we're not castigating you, we're not judging you. Do what you do, right? Be who you want to be, love who you want to love, right? But you have to that you can no longer weaponize your gayness. You can no longer use your gayness to get in front of the line. You can no longer use your gayness to get benefits from the power company, because they don't want us to be seen arguing with the gay person when they know that you are purposely trying to get over without paying your bill. You get what I'm saying? That's just an example. But you can no longer weaponize your gayness, because you know what? Your gayness is going to be weaponized against you, right? That's what we have been doing. That we've been protecting you from that, and we don't get nothing from that. But you trying to step on our culture, put this demon into our culture. You know what I'm saying? If they start arresting gay people for unnatural intercourse, charging them with unnatural. Matter of fact, let me let you hear this.
Now, another big story out of Jones County, a 19-year-old woman was arrested and charged with committing a sexual act with an animal. The Jones County Sheriff's Department arrested Denise Frazier in the Myrick community on a charge of unnatural intercourse and a charge of aggravated cruelty of an animal.
Now I'm gonna stop right there, right? You're saying, oh, they're talking about animals. That's a woman with the animal. That has nothing to do with the NAMBLA stunts. No, that has everything to do with it, because a woman, when you are sashaying around, when you want to portray that as if you are a woman, you want to act like a woman, okay, this is what you get. And having sex with the dogs, no scruples, will eat, do anything, you know what I'm saying? And you participating in gay acts, you are equal to a dog, and I'm just saying, not I'm not judging you. That's based off of their eyes, and people that read the laws, that's, you're equal to them in their eyes. I don't make the house rules. You get what I'm saying? So when a 19-year-old gets caught having sex with a dog, and they charge her with unnatural intercourse, that is a precedent, because soon, if you know who Bayard Rustin is, Bayard Rustin, he is a he was, he was hiding behind the cloth of the of the civil rights movement. He was hiding behind the cloth. Oh, he was damned. But this is back in the 60s, right? So back in the 60s, the civil rights movement was about black people. It wasn't about NAMBLA rights. You know what I'm saying? It was not equal. There was no equating that. Martin Luther King never gave no speech about NAMBLA rights. B.R. Rustin never gave no speech about it either, because nobody cared. But he elevated to a position in the civil rights movement. But then you know what? I think he helped Martin Luther King with a couple of speeches. But then you know what? Then he got caught getting plowed out by a white man in the back seat. Holy smokes! Like, it was disgusting. Totally disgusting, right? So Bayard Rustin, he didn't lead no movement. He got caught getting plowed out, and you know what they did? They kicked him to the curb. Like, dog, you can no longer march with us. You can no longer come to the front. You can no longer speak for us because you are using this black clout to go commit these demonic, devilish activities in the back seat. And so when he got caught, if when he got caught, say that happens now, right? So that happens now. Beyond Russian, you are now charged. You are getting the charge too, and the white man that he's getting charged with the crime of unnatural intercourse. He's the dog. Beyond Russian, you are the woman. Boom, adds up. That's money for the system. Now you sitting in the sex offender dorm because you got caught doing demonic acts. Now I'm telling you where this is going, right? Everything that I was saying before has came to fruition, and you see it, and like, listen, they got the mass shootings and all that type of stuff. Like, we see it. So this is going to come. This is going to be next for you. This is going to be next. Getting charged with unnatural intercourse for demonic activities. According to the sheriff's department, they received a complaint from a concerned resident regarding a graphic video posted to social media depicting the act between the woman and a dog. Lead investigator Sergeant at JD. Now, when somebody saw a post online and said, "Yo, this is disgusting," I'm calling them. I'm calling them on this person. Now, when I go on Instagram and I see a overweight black man with a belly with his belly out, you know what I'm saying? When you name it, they call it your belly. So with your belly out, doing, I don't know what to call it. Like, it was just disgusting when I saw it. But this is how they use hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They use hip hop. They put an overweight a Nambler maggot with the belly shirt on dancing to NBA Youngboy. That had nothing to do with NBA Youngboy's life. NBA Youngboy doesn't, you know what I'm saying? He never promoted none of that ever in his life. But, when they take your music, put it behind this Namblatious maggot this overweight, rotund, obese Nambler model, and now this is hip hop. No, it's not. No, it's not at all. Ever. You get what I'm saying? And so when we see this, it's like, if somebody saw that post and say, "Yo, I'm offended," I'm calling them on this Nambler model. I'm calling the people on this Nambler model. We're not going to defend you. We are not going to defend you. You know what I'm saying? You was up there. You was up there, and you doing these stunts. Like, you're going to be held accountable for it. There's going to be a day and age where there's going to be a day where all these gay people are held accountable for their activities. Back in the days, back in the 90s, AIDS was out. AIDS was out back in the 90s, so that's how they were being held accountable then. Yeah, go ahead and do these demonic stunts if you want to end up with AIDS, right? But now they got commercials. They got commercials out now, like, oh, you can take this AIDS medicine. You can just take it once, and you won't even be detected. It ain't gonna cure nothing, but it just won't. You just won't come up positive on the test. Like who would want? Like do you hear the nastiness of that? Like you don't want to be cured for AIDS, but you just don't want it to come up positive. So you want to be doing these stunts as if you don't have AIDS, and then if somebody else comes up positive, you don't care. You know what I'm saying? But if as long as you taking this medicine and don't come up positive on the test, even though you're not cured, it's all good. I'm telling you, man. It gets wicked and nasty out here. And I've been sitting back. I've been studying, you know, because I didn't want to come and be talking without something to really talk about. And I had to really see what's going on in this world because I was observing it just from through my phone screen before, but now I actually see it. The world is nasty, dog. It's nasty. Like we got, it got to a point where it's like I'm not castigating or shaming no group. Be who you want to be, love who you want to love. You know what I'm saying? But I did get to a point where I'm thinking like, yo, are these people even human? And I don't even think they're human. You know what I'm saying? Like this got to be this got to be what they was talking about with UFOs and stuff like that because this is a whole nother energy, a whole nother spirit. Like I can't even. That's why I don't promote no hate, none of that against nobody. But I promote respect everybody. But there are like four things that we could say to people that if we don't know if you're human or not. Yes, no, thank you, excuse me, sorry. You know, I wouldn't even say I'm sorry. I'm just saying, thank you, excuse me, yes and no. That's all I gotta say to you. That's all I will say to you. And it goes like that because of this nasty energy that we're dealing with out here. And you're gonna have to deal with it one day. Carter said, quote, in my 17 years in law enforcement, this is one of the most disturbing cases that I've ever investigated. JCSD is in possession of several videos that are so graphic that we are not at liberty to release them or even discuss the particular content. The investigation into this case is far from over, end quote. Frazier currently is jailed in the Jones County Adult Detention Facility pending her initial appearance in Jones County Justice Court at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll work to have an update from her hearing tomorrow. Imagine being in jail for these type of stunts. That is wild. You know what I'm saying? When you go up to the judge find out what you there for. That's nasty. And that level of shame is coming for a lot of people. Now, she got caught doing these type of stuff. If you want to know what really happened was this is a 19-year-old girl. Oh, she wanted some fentanyl. Oh, you want this hit of fentanyl really bad? Oh, you want this fentanyl? Want this fetty wap? So what we do, what I need you to do, if you have sex with my dog and put it on the internet, I'll give you this fentanyl for free. And then we see this, and then you go to jail. It's not about none of that other stuff. It's about you having sex with a dog. Now that's a shame that you gotta live with, and that's why a lot like when I was talking about yesterday, right? The brown booty hole girl. I'm not shaming her. I've heard of her before, but nobody's shaming her. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do, beloved. But I'm just saying, when they promote something like that for you, there's gonna be one of them that say, "Hey, so you said uh, there's gonna be a demonic maggot that wants to see what you were talking about, that wants proof of what you were talking about. That's it's not human. That's demonic nature. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like when the rappers back in the days used to be like, yo, I'll shoot, I'll bust caps, and you know what I'm saying. When I do that, that the demonic nature of a maggot will make you do that to so that you can say you are what you were talking about. Because they don't take this talk lightly. They don't take that talk lightly. To you, it's light. To you, it's funny jokes and everything like that. But that's currency. That's our currency. You know, that's what they want from us. So it's severely nasty out here. This Nambler demon that's floating over the music industry, that's floating over hip hop, it really needs to be erased. It really needs to be erased, and something has to be done with it. You know what I'm saying? This is 2023. There are many people that can coexist in this one world. We all live in the world. It doesn't have to be either me or you. We all live in this world, and if you want, the way for you to coexist with people that aren't bothering you is to not weaponize your sexuality, because that's demonic. Then we have to treat you like, we have to be a demon slayer once you prove that. So I'm gonna go and get out of here on this one, but I will be back. We're going to I see that we got to stomp down it now. It's 2023. You know it's coming up in next year, so we got to stomp down. But I'm gonna go and get out of here, man. I'm out.